Pocket FM.
To unlock all the episodes, click the link in bio.
Ulrich flashed a false smile at the man. What about its safety, Mr. Crane? Well, to be frank with you, Ulrich, I'm concerned with how you manage your properties. It would be a shame if something were to happen to them if you were to continue ruling this place after the upcoming aristocracy examination. How thoughtful of you to be so worried about our village's safety. However, it's really not your problem. I promise you, I've got it covered. Oh, well, forgive me for saying this, but it seems unlikely your house will survive the examinations. In that case, I'd hate to see a family not from Dunshire take command of it and run it into the ground. Well, there's where you're wrong, Mr. Crane. I'm not worried at all about our family's examination. Let all challengers come. You may live to regret those words, Ulrich. Why not hand over your title to me now? That way, I can safeguard it against any who may wish to take Dunshire away from its native people. Smack! Ulrich's hand hit the table hard enough to shake it. How dare you speak so openly of usurping my lands, you who hasn't lived here in decades? Who gave you the guts to shout such obscenities in my halls, huh? Was it the ravens? Tell me, or I swear your trade routes shall not pass through these lands for a moment longer. Sensing the truth behind Ulrich's words, Carlton couldn't help but backpedal, knowing that if he pushed too hard, he could lose countless coins in the process. Ulrich, please, I'm on your side here. I just want to help, and I was merely suggesting— Podrick stood up and shouted as well. You were trying to piss in his mouth, is what you were doing. He is your lordship. You shall address him as such or face my blade. How dare you, you dumb peasant traitor! Let the men in this room talk uninterrupted. I was just about to make your lord here a very lucrative offer. Shove your silver up your ass, Carlton. Wham! Ulrich kicked over a chair to get everyone's attention. Enough of this, please, Podrick. I shall fight my own battles. As for you, Mr. Crane, if you wish to become the Lord of Dunshire, then you must wait and take it from me in a challenge during the exam. I shall not be bartered with like some foolish youth. Would you not wish to hear the number first? Nathan stood up as well. He smirked as his hands caressed the hilt of his sheathed knife. Mr. Crane, before you continue, I would beg you to please hold your tongue, for, you see, I think I hear your father calling for you. That's right. Why don't you go back to your daddy, the High Lord Raven, and tell him that if he wants our seat, he'll have to take it from us himself. Carlton Crane's face grew red from rage. Such impudence. All I'm trying to do is save you from your own destruction, but all I get in return are threats and jests. So be it. You can tell your people it was your own hubris that caused their homes to burn to rubble. Ulrich fumed as he nodded for his guards to escort the Cranes out of his manor. Guards, take these two thieves out of my sight. Carlton Crane chuckled menacingly as he was pulled out of the room by the guards. You've made a terrible mistake, Lord Ulrich. Let's wait and see just how well you fare at the nobility examinations against House Crane. The new threat of Carlton Crane and his son lingered in Nathan's mind for only a few minutes after the unwelcome visitors had been kicked out of the manor. Soon after, his focus returned to the two upcoming tests he was about to undergo. First, he considered the spiritual fighting examination, which was for youthful students of the sword only, and which happened once every 5 years in the kingdom of Calandria. Due to his rigorous training and development over the past 2 years, Nathan Hayfield did not think his test was anything to be concerned about. What took up far more of his mental energy was the second test, the nobility examination. That exam occurs only once every 10 years. It was far more important than the first exam. For if House Hayfield were openly challenged by a strong commoner family or rival noble house, they'd have to fight in a series of duels in order to keep their titles and their lands. Nathan knew that the nobility examination was the perfect opportunity for House Raven, the Clays, and the Cranes to exact their revenge on his family and steal the hamlet of Dunshire out from under them. Nathan's fists clenched as he thought about how they would soon have to leave the safety of their home to journey back to the fiefdom's capital of Godricshall in order to complete the examinations. Back into the viper's nest we go. Knock, knock. Later that night, as Nathan soaked in his dexterity elixir bath, he turned to find his father, Ulrich, quietly waiting for him at the door. Dress quickly, my son. Before we leave for Godricshall in the morning, there is something you must know. Nathan dried himself, then threw on a tunic and pants and followed his father down in the basement of the manor, where the family crypts were kept. Ulrich stopped as he approached the small stone statue of Nathan's mother, Priscilla. What is it, father? Why have you brought me down here? There is something you must know before we make the journey tomorrow. Before our family comes under direct threat, this nobility examination will be no easy feat for us. We are surrounded by many powerful enemies, and if something were to happen to me, my secrets would also disappear. Secrets? What secrets, father? You deserve to know the hard truth, because if I am cut down in this upcoming battle, this truth should not pass on with me. Please, speak plainly. Ulrich turned and looked over at the statue of Priscilla. Tears welled up in his eyes as he spoke, but he did not let them fall. Your mother, Priscilla? The way she died. What of it? She died from a plague soon after I was born. No, that story is a lie, meant to ease the minds of the local folk. Nathan, listen to me. Your mother was murdered. Nathan Hayfield leaned against the walls of the crypt and tried to calm himself. When all of his past life's memories flooded his consciousness, he took them all as truths. His mother had died while he was still a child from a sickness. This was the first time he had ever heard it said otherwise. What? That's not possible, father. Everyone knows she was sick. Sick, yes. Dying? No. In fact, she had fully recovered by the time she was struck down. Who? Who did this to her, father? Give me a name. Oh, lad, if I only knew the name myself. I was away in Godricshall at a council of the nobility when it happened. Old Billy found her with her throat slit in her chambers and told only me when I returned. When I found out, I was sick with fury. I wanted to bum rush the landscape and send the guards out into the countryside to comb it over inch by inch. But in my heart, I knew it to be a fool's errand. The assassin had clearly come and left, and the blood at the scene was cold. I can't believe it, father. Who could have done something so treacherous? By all accounts, my mother wished no ill will on anyone. More than that, your mother was a saintly woman. She cared for the people in this town in ways I struggled to understand. At the time, I wanted to take out my vengeance on the world, but I couldn't. Amelia was but a child, and you were a newborn baby boy. Had I left then, would have meant the ultimate destruction of House Hayfield and everything Priscilla and I had built together. It kills me to this day to say it, but I know her soul counseled me from the heavens to stay here with you. Why are you telling me this now, Father, after all this time?
Please subscribe to the Pocket FM YouTube channel and press the bell icon for instant notification. Check out our channel for more such exciting shows.
Pocket FM.
To unlock all the episodes, click the link in bio.